Hey, welcome to Camping Cast. I'm Drew. In today's video, I'm using ChatGPT to try to catch fish on the Butler chain of lakes. I haven't been to the Butler chain in over a year and a half. So last night, I asked ChatGPT best baits and techniques to use on the Butler chain of lakes in summer, and here's what it said. Early morning, buzz baits, poppers, walking plugs, frogs, topwater. Shad breaks and bait feeding, topwater lures, fast retrieve. Vegetation and mats. Punching with creature baits, flipping jigs, flukes, and creature baits. Open water, crankbaits, jerk baits, clear water for suspended bass and bass suspended in cover. It says Texas rig worms, Senkos, finesse tactics. But we're gonna try that for a little bit and we'll see what happens. Nice. So we started the day with topwater. I got a couple of strikes, but they just weren't committing to it. I've also tried the fluke, I've tried the frog, I've tried a jerkbait, none of which got any bites. I'm gonna go to the next suggestion from ChatGPT, soft plastics and finesse options. There we go. Ooh, okay. Ah, he's in the grass. No. Yep. All right. Score 1 for ChatGPT, the jerkbait in open water. I was really starting to doubt this AI technology. That was not a schooling fish either. That was just out in the open. Just throwing a little jerkbait, BFS jerkbait. Two things the ChatGPT got right is number one, these lakes are crystal clear. And number two, finesse might be the ticket. So little tiny guy, but hey, we finally got a fish, so that's good. All right. Score 2 for ChatGPT. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Maybe ChatGPT thought I asked how to catch small bass in the summer. Okay. So bass number 2. Starting to really get hot, so I'm having to slow things way down. To be fair, ChatGPT said you're gonna have to finesse fish in this clear water. Summertime, tough conditions, so that's what I'm doing. I'm throwing a Senko as suggested. So the way that I'm rigging this as directed by ChatGPT, it's just a Berkeley General. I've got a little weighted, I think this is like a 10th ounce or 8th ounce head. It's very light, and just a weedless wacky rig. Barely hooked. Just skin hooked. Man, that was close. ChatGPT didn't tell me they were going to be so small. I keep seeing these fish schooling out here about 50 yards offshore, and I can't help but think, even though ChatGPT didn't recommend it, I can't help but think a little swim bait or a deep diving crankbait wouldn't be the ticket out there around those schools of bait. So I'm going to keep trying it ChatGPT's way for a little bit longer. But pretty soon I might have to switch gears and just go back to instinct fishing. Got one. Okay, what I'm noticing here is an absence of grass. So I was over the grass, and there's some grass. It's not thick. That little school right there is about to get hammered. So we're gonna throw it out there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Little chunky. Oh, there's another bait ball. They're chasing these schools of shad right here. Here we go. That's a little better quality fish. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Good fish for the Butler chain. No, does not want to come in. Okay. These Ned heads are the worst. All right, man. Not a bad fish. I've been doing everything ChatGPT said. I'll go through some of the screenshots of what the suggestions were. But as soon as I deviated and went back to my instincts, ended up landing on some fish. So I have a feeling I can catch a lot of these, and I'm gonna get this guy back in and we're gonna keep casting. What we have to do is spot these little bait balls right here, these little schools of shad, and you cast to them, and the bass are just, they're wolf packing underneath them. Behind the boat. There we go. And they're in a frenzy right here. Get this guy unhooked. We'll try to catch another one back to back here. ChatGPT did say to look out for schooling bass, but what they said was use a weightless fluke or a jerk bait. I've tried both of those things today and have not had much success. What they did not say was use a small swim bait and target the schools of shad. Spoke too soon. I say he was little, he's not bad. That's a good fish. Right in the top of the mouth. ChatGPT is not doing so hot. 1, 2. Let's try this. There we go. He does not like that. Man, this is so much fun. In the summertime, man, you can't beat this BFS. Makes the fishing more fun, and you can fish these finesse style baits, get a lot more bites. These are good ones. Oh. Oh my God, how many are these? Got him. Good sized fish here. This is fun. All right, it's a good fish, skinny. All right, so I tried fishing using the advice that was given to me by ChatGPT, and I'm just going to read off what their top lures were. Their top lures and techniques were: walking baits, buzz baits, frogs, targeting shad frenzies. So they were somewhat right about that. Flukes, plastic worms, creature baits, chatter baits, crankbaits and jerk baits. So they were somewhat right about that. And then punching heavy cover, that was not the deal today. And then it said clear water techniques. Water is clear, sight fishing is valuable. Spot and pitch to visible bass, weightless Senko or jig. Didn't catch any fish on either of those baits. So in summary, ChatGPT was sort of right about a couple things, right? The clear water, the shad. Could it give you like at least a starting point? Yeah, it could definitely give you a starting point. But as you could see, I mean, clearly I caught a lot more fish once I bailed on the ChatGPT advice and just started doing what I know from experience will work in clear water lakes where there's shad, which is look for schooling activity and kind of camp out on those areas until those fish get fired up and start feeding. and then throw, you know, small BFS style lures, little tiny swim baits, which was not mentioned by ChatGPT, even though there was like 15 different lures mentioned. And then also micro crankbaits, which technically really wasn't mentioned either. So my two most productive baits today were not recommended by ChatGPT. And yeah, so I mean, hey, it was kind of a fun day just to experiment a little bit. Yeah, so far I think I'll stick to my instincts when I go out here looking for bass on either a new lake, or in this case, I haven't been to the Butler chain in about 2 years. So I can tell you not much has changed. It's still a schooling deal. In the summer, it's actually a schooling deal pretty much year round. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. We're almost to 500 subscribers. It would be really cool to get to that mark. Looking forward to winter because it is brutally hot out here. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one.